So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for all those who are joining us live for this webinar on business and professional English. Once again, we warmly welcome each and every one of you, including our guest who's present here today, whom I shall be introducing shortly. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, with the conditions here in Sri Lanka, the COVID-19 pandemic situation, we were forced to go online, and that is exactly what we did. And we adapted to the situation, and we will continue to serve the marketing fraternity in Sri Lanka. Now, before moving on with the proceedings of today's event, it is my duty to give a bit of an introduction about the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, and of course the business and professional English program. I know most of y'all have done your research about Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, but just for the sake of completing my introduction, let me tell you a bit about the SLIM, or Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. Well, it was founded back in 1970, and it was incorporated by a Parliament Act in 1980, making it the national body for marketing education in Sri Lanka. Well, we are mandated to uplift the marketing standards in Sri Lanka, and of course we conduct many national level events and projects as well. And talking about the business and professional English program here at SLIM, well, being the national body of marketing education in Sri Lanka, as I mentioned earlier, means that we have to uplift the standards of marketing professionals in Sri Lanka. And that is exactly what we are doing through courses like these, to uplift their productivity, their efficiency using programs like these. And business and professional English will definitely boost up your career if you're moving through this whole marketing fraternity in Sri Lanka. Right, so moving on with the proceedings of today's event, as I mentioned earlier, we have a special guest here with us today. So now it's his time to address this gathering. So let me introduce Mr.Dyan.D.L.Fernando. He's a warden at Lyceum International School, Nugegoda. So now it's your time to address this gathering.
Thank you, Oshada. Can I be heard by everyone?
Yeah, you're loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. Good evening to everyone. Thank you very much, Slim, for inviting me this evening to be here at your webinar program. I'm very happy to be here because I'm also a member of SLIM and very much part of the marketing community in Sri Lanka, although I'm the warden at the moment at Lyceum, Nugegoda. Friends, everyone who's gathered here, y'all are here for a reason. All of you have come here because spending your valuable Sunday evening, not only to listen to what I have to say, but because I believe all of you have a dream and a vision, and that is to be confident in this language called English. If I'm to ask, why is English so important these days? There are three main reasons in my eyes. There are many reasons, but I would say there are three main reasons. Today, English has become the language for international business. And it's the language of the internet. And it's also the language of academia. So these three are the three important things for us at the moment. Because without the internet, we are lost. Without international business, the country is lost. Without having an academic qualification, personally, we are lost as well. So all these three are based on the language of English. So I believe that's why we are all here today, to see what we can gather from this particular course that SLIM is going to offer, and how we can improve our lives from the present status to go up one notch higher. Now, if I'm to ask any of you, if you're going abroad, let's say to any country, let's say to Switzerland, to Bangkok, to Singapore, to India, wherever, the currency which is used in that country is different to the Sri Lankan rupee. Let's say in Singapore, it would be the Singapore dollar. In India, it would be the Indian rupee. In another country, the Deutsche Mark. But we go to a travel agency or we go to a money changer, and what do we change into? We usually change a currency into US dollars. We get US dollars and we go to that country, and then we change that US dollar into the currency of that country. So I believe English is like the US currency. That is the most accepted form of communication, or the most accepted form of language used in the world. I believe there are over 400 billion users of the language. So it is very crucial that we in Sri Lanka master this, because as you can see, with the harbors coming in and with many infrastructure development in Sri Lanka, there are foreign companies coming in, there are Sri Lankans going abroad. So the language of English is very crucial and we have to master it. Let me also ask you, I'm sure most of the people who are in this forum today have sent out their CV to someone, your curriculum vitae or your resume. How many of you have sent it in Sinhala or Tamil? I know I can't see a show of hands, but I'm sure all of you would agree that 99% of you have sent it in English. Why is that? Although we may have done our A-levels in Sinhala or Tamil, when it comes to our CV, we send it in English, because the language of business, or the business language, is English. So it's crucial that we are all confident in this language, especially if you're doing business with a foreign company. The emails you send have to be in English. So I believe I have shown you why English is so important when it comes to your work life. Let me also tell you another thing. If any of you are planning to go abroad, let's say migrate to Australia or to New Zealand or to England, or go abroad anywhere, they ask you what is your IELTS score, which is your English score. Or sometimes if you have done an exam in English, they will ask you what are the exams you have done in English, so that they can gauge your English standard with that. So friends, with what I have said so far, I believe you have realized the importance of English in our day-to-day life. I'm going to ask my helpers from the SLIM organization to play a small video which will actually lighten up your mood a little bit and show you how miscommunication can happen within English as well. Can you have the movie going on, please? Thank you.
Mr. President, Condoleezza Rice is here to see you.
Good, send her in.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. President.
Oh, Condoleezza, nice to see you. What's happening?
Well, Mr. President, I have the report here about the new leader in China.
Wait, Condi, lay it on me.
Mr. President, who is the new leader of China?
Well, that's what I want to know.
Well, that's what I'm telling you, Mr. President.
Well, that's what I'm asking you, Condi. Who is the new leader of China?
Yes.
I mean the feller's name.
Who?
The guy in China.
Who?
The new leader of China.
Who?
The Chinaman.
Who is leading China, Mr. President?
What are you asking me for?
I'm telling you, who is leading China.
Well, I'm asking you, Condi, who is leading China?
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Will you or will you not tell me the name of the new leader of China?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Arafat is in China. I thought he was in the Middle East.
That's correct, sir.
Then who's in China?
Yes, sir.
Yasser's in China?
No, sir.
Then who is?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir?
No, sir.
Connie, you're starting to piss me off now, and it's not because you're black, neither. I need to know the name of the new leader of China, so I want you to get me the Secretary General of the United Nations on the phone.
Coffee, NN?
No, thanks. And Condi, call me George. Stop with that Ebonics crap.
You want coffee?
No.
You don't want coffee?
No, but now you mention it, I could use a glass of milk. And then get me the UN.
Yes, sir.
Not Yasser, the guy at the United Nations.
Coffee.
Milk! Will you please make that call?
And call who?
Well, who's the guy at the UN?
No, who is the guy in China?
Will you stay out of China?
Yes, sir.
And stay out of the Middle East. Just get me the guy at the UN.
Coffee.
All right, with cream and 2 sugars. Now get on the phone.
Hello, Rice here.
Rice, good idea. And get a couple of egg rolls, too, Condi. Maybe we should send some to the guy in China and the Middle East. Can you get Chinese food in the Middle East? I don't know.
Well, am I back on air?
Yeah, you are back.
You can hear me. Yes. So, well, that was just a funny video clip just to show you how English can be communicated in wrong ways as well, the pronunciation and things like that, and it sounded funny. But let me tell you, they have realized that learning English is one of the most easiest languages to learn. Unlike Sinhalese or Tamil, it's one of the most easiest languages to learn. So it's actually a good sign for all of us. So we can improve ourselves by learning this language much more easily than learning a language like French or Sinhala or Tamil. But sadly, I have realized that in Sri Lanka, we tend to laugh at people who kind of make a small mistake. I have realized that when you're dealing with the Chinese, especially these days, a lot of deals happen with the Chinese. If the Chinese ambassador comes and speaks to us on the national TV and does a speech for about 15 minutes, he would make so many grammatical errors, so many mistakes, but no one would laugh at them because he or she is a Chinese. But if it was a Sri Lankan who made that speech and made some errors, there'll be so many people to find fault with him and actually laugh at him. I remember there was a time when our Sri Lankan cricket team would play and our players would either win the man of the match or best batsman. And at the end of the match, when the commentator would interview them, they would make a few mistakes. And sadly, in all the officers in Colombo, the next day's topic would be about how this person spoke wrong English and thanked the team or said something in a funny way. Now, this is the downfall of us Sri Lankans. I believe this is moving out now because with so much of communicational devices, people are learning and people have actually realized that people need to improve. But we should not laugh at anyone, or we should not try to find fault with somebody who is trying to learn. I have realized that it's only by practice that you will improve yourself. I would like to tell a small story about one of my good friends. He was from Waligama and he was in my school boarding. And there was a rule in my school boarding that after 6 p.m. you had to speak in English. So this friend of mine was a bit scared and shy to speak in English. So after 6 p.m. every day, he would actually keep his mouth shut. So I would ask him, Samare, how's the dinner? He would only say, How's the chicken? He wouldn't even open his mouth to say how it tasted. Because he was scared, if he said something, people would laugh at him. And if he made a mistake, people would say, those days, I'm talking many years ago, they say, Khadda Marwa. So he got into a shell and he was scared to come out and speak. Sadly, once he left school, he joined this small security firm. And he was there for a while, but he had a lot of potential in him, but he was scared to come out and show his interest or show what he had inside him, because people around him had laughed at him and he was scared to express himself, because English was a big barrier for him at that time. For his luck, there was an advertisement in the newspaper. They were asking for planting new recruits, planters. So basically, as you join planting, you join as a creeper. For 6 months, you work under the senior superintendent. You live in his bungalow, you eat with him, you basically get trained under him. And those 6 months, you have to eat with fork and spoon. You have to communicate to him in English. There's no stopping you. There's nothing to stop you, basically. You have to do that. It's compulsory. And the best part is your senior would not laugh at you, but would correct you. 6 months went. He became a junior superintendent. Today, after many years, he is so confident in the language, he can address 5,000 people without any problem. Actually, now he can speak English, Sinhalese and Tamil as well. And he can communicate and present himself, and he's actually now a general manager who's doing so well in his life, only because his boss did not laugh at him but allowed him to improve himself. So in our journey of learning English, we need somebody to be with us, to help us and support us. I'm very happy that you all have chosen Slim to be your educational partner. But Slim alone would not be able to make you the best communicator in English. When you go home, you must practice it. If you don't have anyone to practice, that's fine. Just stand in front of a mirror and speak to yourself. Go to the beach and do a presentation to the sea. Some people might think you're mad. Don't worry. Take the newspaper, read it out loud. Not only in your mind, but read out the words. Then only you will improve your vocabulary. There are many ways that you can improve your English. There are so many benefits apart from the benefits of I told you before about business and immigration or even communication. There are so many other benefits of learning English, because there are so many movies that are in English which you will miss out if you do not know your language. There are so many songs, great songs in English. So English is very, very important. I also remember one of my masters back in my school, Mr. Russell Bartholomew's. See, I was only about 11 years old, and there was one day when I wanted to really go to the bathroom. So I was in a boys' school. I ran to him near the table and I said, sir, can I go to the toilet? He looked at me in a funny way, didn't say anything. I said, sir, can I please go to the toilet? He looked at me again and didn't say anything. Third time, I was about to go in my pants. I said, sir, please, can I go to the toilet? He said one thing. He said, DDL, I don't know whether you can or can't, but you may go to the toilet. So the correct way of asking him is, sir, may I go to the toilet? So that's how he taught me English many, many years ago, which has actually struck me up to now. I am fortunate enough to have had some teachers like that. But I believe there is no age for us to learn this language. You all have chosen to go on this path now, and you all have got some great tutors at Slim. So this is the chance for you to actually get your skills sharpened and then be confident in speaking the language of business. It's great that you all have decided to get into this, because if we miss out on the language of English, we will definitely lose out on many of the opportunities that the world is offering you. 20 years ago, we did not have internet. world has changed with this internet coming in. Now, if you want to even look for a place when you're going on Sri Lankan roads, just on your phone, you put the Google map and you find the place. I mean, 10 years ago, was it available? No. So many things are changing. And if we do not know the language, we are going to be left behind. I believe I have actually shown you the importance of English, and it's a great thing that you all have decided on this. And if you have any questions, I'm ready to answer you. At the same time, as I told you, there are 3 main ways to improve this language. There are 3 main areas, 3 key areas which you have to improve. That is speaking, writing, and presenting. Speaking could be person to person, it could be over the phone, or it could be to a large group. When you write, you've got to write letters, emails. So the grammar is important. How you address somebody is important. When you finish a letter, how you write it, how you thank the person is important. For example, I'll just tell you, my name is Dyan.D.L.Fernando. I get letters saying, "Dear Mr. Dyan," which is wrong. If you put Mr., it has to be the surname, "Dear Mr. Fernando." So little things like that you will learn when you do this course. In your CV, how you have written your CV. If there are errors in your CV, recruiters wouldn't even look at your CV. So you have lost the entrance to a job from the start if your letter writing or your CV writing is not good. If you're covering letter, if there are mistakes. Sometimes I have found people, they have copied the same, I think the covering letter, they would say Mr. Fernando, Mr. Dyan.Fernando, so and so, and then "Dear Madam." So Mr. and Madam. Little mistakes like that, but that could actually make you lose your job or not get your job. So these little things are very important, guys, when you get into the business world and to the real world outside. Mistakes can happen, you can communicate. Yes, nowadays you can communicate in this new language called Singlish, where you speak English and Sinhalese a little bit and get it across. But that is only in Sri Lanka. Can you speak Singlish when you are dealing with somebody from USA or UK? No, you can't. Can you send a Singlish letter to somebody? No, you can't. Yes, nowadays we find people typing these SMSs, Sinhala words with English lettering. That's only with your friends, not on the international market, not with international trade. It will not happen. And also with technology, things have changed a lot to the good, but sometimes some things to the bad as well. Now we see people sending WhatsApp messages, all these very shortened form letters. Say, "Take care." Take care would be TK or TC, right? LOL, is it laugh out loud or lots of love? I'm still to find that out. So technology is good, but becoming a slave to technology and losing the language skills is also a problem. Now, if I take my late father, his skill of English and writing letters and business reports was much better than me, because they did not have computers, they only wrote things. All the projects were written by hand. But we have the facilities of computers, of Google, of spell checkers, all that. So take that to your advantage. We can actually write words on the computer and get the computer to tell the pronunciation of it. You can do it on your mobile phone. I mean, a few years ago, we did not have any of those facilities. You can write, you can type the word and say pronunciation, and then it will come. There are so many apps like that. So thank you very much for being here this evening. I believe all of you will have a great future. We are going through a tough time right now with COVID, but even with this COVID, I'm sure things are going to get better. And Slim doing this webinar itself shows that you all are at the correct place at the correct time. So all the best to everyone, and thank you once again for Slim for inviting me here today. I'm open for any questions. If I can answer them, I'll be most happy to answer, and hope to meet all of you in person one day when you'll start the course. I could actually drop in to Slim and have a chat with you as well. So thank you once again, and back to the Slim organizers.
Yeah, thank you. So once again for being here with us, for sharing your knowledge and sharing your experiences here with us, with our participants for this business and professional English program. So with bidding farewell to Mr.Dyan.D.L.Fernando, the Warden of Lyceum International School in Nugegoda, we would like to move on with the proceedings of today's event. And next up, I would like to welcome Mr. Pavan Hettiarachige, the manager at Slim Business School, to give the program brief.
Yes, Oshan, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yes,
hear you.
you're clear.
Okay, thanks for the confirmations. Good evening all. On behalf of the Slim Business School, once again, I warmly welcome you all for this live evening webinar with Mr. Dyan.D.L.Fernando. And the main objective of the webinar is to make you understand the importance of learning business English. So what we learn from Mr. Fernando's speech is, in the current business context, English is very important not only as a language, even to carry out our day-to-day tasks effectively and efficiently, especially in communicating your message to other parties. On the other hand, the ability to communicate effectively in English is an essential skill for workforce in worldwide. Hence, regardless of your field you are in, learning English is very important to all of us. To learn English, there are many courses are being conducted everywhere in the country. But let me emphasize why you should learn English at Slim. One of the main features is the total investment you need to make to complete the program. It's actually the reasonable investment. And if you are the Slim students, you are entitled for further discount as well. Next feature is the duration of the program, which can be completed approximately in 3 months. And the program content is developed in enhancing your skills in all the aspects related to business English. And finally, by completing the program, you will be awarded the certificate as well. So this qualification, this program, business and professional English program, especially designed for the Slim students to further enhance themselves as the marketing professionals. Not only for the Slim students, and this program is open for other professionals as well. Even you may be after O-level students, or you may be after A-level students, or you else may be the individuals, those who are working in your organization. So this program is ideal for you. This program will be conducted for a period of 3 months, and it will be targeted to provide the competencies in the areas of writing, speaking, and the listening skills. At the end of the program, participants will be able to develop oral and written language skills in the business context, expand vocabulary related to general business situations, and communicate confidently and effectively in the business context. And finally, recognizing the features of different language styles used in business correspondence, such as memos, emails, business letters, and reports. So here are the program content: essential English grammar, writing in the business world, effective presentation skills, and the effective telephone skills. The program consists of practical activities such as video playing, group discussions, role playing, and the presentations. As you know, with the current situation of the country, the program will be conducted both online and offline sessions. And after that, depending on the country situation, we will conducting the sessions as the face-to-face discussions. With the new normal condition in the country, we have planned to conduct certain activities in online in order to give you a good learning experience. And this is one of the main feature of the program, the workbook. For the program, there is an exclusive workbook which carries additional information and the practical exercises. This workbook can be collected from the nearest business school, or else if you are unable to collect it, please let us know. We could send it by post. So here are the detailed program content. There are basically 8 submodules: saying hello and introduction, socializing, telephoning, exchanging informations, and arranging meetings, presentations, business letters, and report writing. So first few modules, you will be getting basically the grammar knowledge, and from the later part, you will have an opportunity to apply the theory into the practical scenarios such as the role plays and the presentations. So, dear participants, now these are the important things about this program, Business and Professional English program. So, reserve your seat today. Call now. If you are from the Colombo region, please call Oshan. His contact detail is 0711495116. I am repeating it again. If you are from the Colombo, please call Oshan for more details, especially regarding the registration process. 0711495116. And if you are from the Kandy region, please call Nipuna 07019180773. And if you are from the Matara, please call Aravinda 07023236662. So join the National Body for Marketing SLIM to learn English at your convenience in just 3 months. And we are commencing the program from first week of December. So hurry and reserve your seat today. Thank you very much.
Right. So thank you, Mr. Dyan.D.L.Fernando, for all that important information. Right. So with that note, I would like to conclude today's session. So once again, thank you for taking part in this live session, this live webinar on business and professional English. Hope you had a good day or a good day here with us at the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. Of course, we had our guest here, Mr.Dyan.D.L.Fernando. He's the warden at Lyceum International School, Nugegoda. So he shared his experiences, he shared his knowledge with you today. So hope you got the best out of it as well. So ladies and gentlemen, with that, I would like to conclude today's session, and it's goodbye and stay safe.